Grumble, grumble. Hey everyone, it's the Grumpy Meeple, and I am coming back at you with another video on Chronicles of Drunagor. This time we're going to be talking about the updated update pack instructions and how CGS has taken the feedback that they've gotten and really acted on it in a very positive way, I think. So I made a video about a week ago called the Chronicles of Drunagor update pack kind of sucks. And in it, I raised a number of issues with just how difficult it was to use the original version of this update pack in terms of just a lack of clarity on what to add, what to remove, lack of iconography on the cards that differentiated the two versions. And I guess CGS heard that along with hearing from, I'm sure, loads of other people, and they decided to go ahead and take another swing at it. And, the first thing I want to say is that I just really respect them for having the balls to say, hey, we screwed up, we'll fix it. There are a lot of companies out there. They've got a multi-million-dollar project at this point. I don't remember exactly how much Apocalypse raised, but it was considerable and probably enough for them to turn a blind eye to this kind of stuff and just be like, yeah, whatever. We gave you what we told you we'd give you. The game is great. Deal with it. But they didn't do that. They took the critique and they said, oh, crap, these guys are right. And they went in and they redid these instructions. And while it doesn't fix everything, again, not having some clear delineation between version 1 and 1.5 cards printed on the card is always going to be problematic to me. This is so much better that I would never have made that video in the first place if this had been ready to go when I updated my pack. So kudos to Creative Game Studios. It's never easy to admit a mistake. I saw somebody in the comments on Apocalypse saying something like, you guys apologize too much. And boy, I just could not disagree more. We need more companies apologizing. Heartfelt apologies. Hey, this happened. Hey, we screwed up. We saw this with Oathsworn when they had to charge the additional shipping, and they were really one of the first campaigns that had to take that drastic a step. And they put out the most heartfelt, detailed, and contrite kind of ask for additional funding that you could ever hope for. And the response to it was overwhelmingly positive. I ended up tipping them like $50 or something just because I appreciated the level of detail that they went into and the position that they were in. And we're seeing it here with Chronicles of Drunagor as well, where Creative Game Studios is admitting, yeah, this wasn't up to snuff. Let us try again. It's still not in the box. That was another complaint that I had, and that, isn't ideal. But this is so much better that I don't think I would have even made that video if this had already been here. So, love to see that kind of humility and the ability to iterate and improve instead of just stonewalling and pushing forward like a company like CMON does, where they're just like, oh yeah, the prices for all our shipping tripled and we have no explanation and no intention of giving one, because fuck you, we got your money. So kudos to Creative Game Studios for stepping up and taking care of this. So first of all, we've got replace the big books, remove all AD and F map tiles, they won't be used, and again, now they have images of them. Okay, that makes it considerably easier. Replace map tiles E8, E10, C8, and C9. There you go. With images. They updated this too to acknowledge that there was already a version of C9 in the box. That was one of the little things that I noticed in the previous update. Add map tiles E11 through E14 and C10. Folding doors. Replace all doors from the core box first printing with the new ones. They call out here, 6 of these doors don't belong in the core box, but to the expansions, and you need to replace those expansion doors, and they go through it at a later point. They even call out the iconography. These are the core box icons. This is the expansion icon. This is something that I kind of puzzled out while I was going through the update pack, but it's nice for them to explicitly show it there. Here they've got their updated token and rune tray instructions with the quantities. This was in a separate document before, and I think it's much better for them to put it into this document and to just make it as accessible as possible. Here they call out that you need to get rid of some runes. This is something that slipped by me in the previous version. The version that I used, the original version of this document, I don't think it referenced runes at all. And so I just skipped past it, basically. This is telling you that, hey, you need to actually remove these runes, and they give you the images. Fantastic. Here's where it gets really great, because they're showing you every card, exactly, which ones to update, how they look different. This was where it was really a struggle when I was updating this thing, because I would have both sets of cards on the table, and if I was laser focused on what I was doing, if I got distracted, looked away, I look back at the table and I'd be like, shit, which one of these is the new card? So here they're showing you, here's exactly, you got to replace these starting gear cards, keep the rest. Replace the wolf and eagle pet cards, and they show you this is the old one, this is the new one. The new one has this kind of bolded text in the center. Same thing with the pet cards from the Spoil of War box. Replace all the chess cards with the new ones. Replace all initiative cards with the new ones. The Hero of Darren placeholder initiative card, however, is new. Thus, just add it to your game. Okay, so this is for any other hero, basically. Replace all rune cards with the new ones. So you go from having these 4 rune cards to just having from having these 2 to having these 4. Let's see what's next. Replace all the Undead King attack cards with the new ones. Replace all camp items with the new ones. There were 6 camp levels in the first print. Now there are only 3. Fantastic. Replace all the adventure items with the new adventure cards. Adventure items, scenario monsters, special event cards, companions, and any other card introduced with these are now called adventure cards. So those are the cards with these blue, or these purple kind of iconography on them, I believe. Yeah, the adventure items, at least. And here's the card list. You got to replace the Ritual Dagger, Sacred Sword. This is great. This is the level of detail that they needed to provide. Visual clarification of each type of new adventure card being added. This was another thing, too. People were like, what in the hell is an adventure card? Because I don't think that was necessarily a term in the previous set. And so they're showing you, look, you've got these scenario monsters. You got to add all these. You got the items. You got the special event cards, special attack cards, special characters. Replace all monster cards with the new ones. Please note that each monster has 1 card per rank now. In the first version, ranks were split between front and back. Yeah, I noticed this. This was something that threw me off a little bit because I ended up having like twice as many cards for the monsters in the new pack, and I was like, what the hell? So that's great. Multi-behavior monster examples. So they show you some of these that have different, more than 2 cards because they have, different actions and such. Add all commander and commander attack cards. And then for the expansions, replace 2 doors from the Rune of Lukendor with the respective new ones. Check the numbers and chapter titles on the back of these doors in order to do so. And that's the icon. Replace the monster cards with the new ones. Each monster has 1 card per rank now. Yeah, this is the same thing we were just talking about. Then for the Shadow World, they tell you the same thing. For Spoils of War, replace all the monster cards with the new ones. The monster pack, same thing. Add all 10 new Overlord attack cards. This was another thing where I was just like, what in the hell is an Overlord attack card? Where does that come from? And they're calling out here, this is a new thing. Folding Door for the Desert of Hellscar. Monster card with images again. Beautiful. Same thing. Rise of the Undead Dragon. Replace all the epic gear items with the new ones in both of those sets. Beautiful. So, again, this doesn't solve everything. They can't unring the bell of the fact that they didn't put these instructions into the box. But this is as close as they can possibly get, and such a step forward that I am just really pleased to see that this isn't going to be a problem for other people who are getting this update pack as we kind of go forward. So kudos again to Creative Game Studios. Thank you for being willing to listen to feedback and improve your product. Because, like I said, it might sound crazy, but that's actually not a given. You've got companies out there that would just tell you to jump off a cliff if you brought something like this up. So, really appreciate it. Great job, CGS. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you later.